Hey, it's Tony talking car biz, video number 2 on this brand new 2024 Toyota Tundra. This is your limited edition Tundra. In this video, we're going to dive inside, check out the features on this particular one. And this one's loaded up. It has a TRD off-road package and a whole bunch of extras. So let's get started on the inside, right here on the driver's door. The limited edition driver's door is really kind of a nice looking design. So soft padding up here on the top, soft padding here and here as well, mostly charcoal gray, but then they added some of these gunmetal gray strips here, including the door handle wrapping around here, some gloss black trim here. So it's a pretty nice looking door panel. It's got some great features on here. One touch up and down on all 4 windows. Power door locks, power mirrors, power outside mirrors. So these are folding mirrors. You can set those up to fold in when you go from park to drive, or if you're off-roading, you might want to fold them in as well. Memory driver's seat and memory outside mirrors for 2 different drivers. Little storage cubby here for your pocket change and what have you. Couple bottle holders, a map pocket, and a speaker in the door. And then finally, way down here on the bottom, we've got a puddle light. Take a look at the seats. The driver's seat is a full power driver's seat with power lumbar support. The passenger seat, full power with lumbar support as well. This is a Softech fabric seat on here. It's perforated, heated, ventilated, has a real cool pattern in it as well. You'll have to come look at it to see it up close. Height adjustable headrest, a height adjustable seat belt. Airbags are going to be built right in the seat, so the airbags move with you as you move the seat forward for the safest position. This does set up kind of high 20-inch wheels, so there's a passenger assist grip at all 4 doors. 4 vents across the front with that gunmetal gray trim, up, down, left, and right, on and off. 2 in the middle and 1 over there on the passenger side. Bunch of switches down here. This is your cargo light switch, on and off. Automatic high beams on and off for the automatic engine start and stop. Dimmer switch for your dash lights, trip and odometer meeting, parking on and off for your rear parking sensor. So if you're using a trailer, you're going to want to turn that off. This one's been upgraded with the heated steering wheel. Surprise, surprise, $160 extra for that. And then this one's upgraded with the power pack, so there's an AC 120 volt AC back in the back seat and also back in the bed as well. Hood release, footrest, and then check out the TRD aluminum pedals here with your brake and your accelerator pedal. That's part of the TRD package, the TRD off-road package. And then we have a telescoping steering wheel. It's going to be a manual steering wheel. So really a lot of features going on just on the door and on the passenger seat as well, driver's seat. Let's jump inside. So here we are behind the wheel of the Tundra, and it has a lot of room in here. We don't have a sunroof on the limited edition, so headroom is tremendous. Pretty much have my camera up against my nose so you can see hopefully a true perspective of how much room is up here. As far as leg room for the driver's side, so these both seats have power adjustments. I'm going to put this all the way down here. So if you're a tall person, you're over 6 foot, I think you're going to be just fine, because I can't even reach the pedals from here. So I think that'll be fine for most 6-footers plus, especially the headroom should be no problem. So as far as your steering wheel goes, this is a leather wrap steering wheel, and then as I mentioned, it's been upgraded with the heated feature. Toyotas do have electric steering on them now, driver's side airbag, and still using a lot of gloss black trim on the inside with that charcoal gray trim that we saw over here on the doors. So tying it all together. On this side, we have our dynamic radar cruise control, lane tracing assist, cruise control settings, and then we can change the radio stations right there. On the other side is where we find our Bluetooth connectivity for our smartphone, voice activation, volume, and then these controls are for the information center, which is up here. We'll take a look in just a minute. On the right-hand side of the steering wheel is the wiper controls with intermittent settings, and then over on the left-hand side are the headlight controls. Now the headlights have automatic high beams, also automatic on and off, so you can set that right there. And then we have our fog light controls down here as well. Let's take a look at the gauge cluster. Before I do that, I did want to show you right now that the outside mirrors are folded in because I've got this switch on automatic. So when you put it in park, they automatically fold in. When you go to start it, by the way, it's a push button start. You get the red TRD push button start with the TRD off-road package. Back to the mirrors. So when I go ahead and start it, those mirrors are automatically going to take themselves out. Oh, actually, they won't do that until I actually put it in drive. Actually, I got the wrong setting. I'm sorry. So I got to go here. Needs to be set forward to automatic mode. So the automatic mode folds them in and out, like so. So let's take a look at our gauge cluster. This is a 12.3-inch digital, essentially a computer screen. So let me shut it off and I'll turn it back on one more time because it's got a really cool display on it. So foot on the brake, push the button in, and watch the display. So the display shows one of 4 national parks and also the Tundra, as you saw. And you can see it's all electronic. So on the left-hand side is the information center. Here's our tach and our digital speedometer. Here's our turbo, pounds, PSI, I'm sorry. Gas, engine temperature, oil pressure, voltmeter are all on this side. And then you can toggle through all of those settings right here on the steering wheel. So if you want to go through all of the digital settings, they're there on the right. But it's a really cool instrument cluster. Let's take a look at the center stack. So this is, as of today, it's the largest center stack you can get in a vehicle. It's a 14-inch touchscreen. And I'm not going to be able to show you all the features because typically we want to go ahead and set it up for the original owner. So I'm just going to show you some of the basics. Big screen, cool. As far as audio features go, you see I'm just touching everything. So we've got FM, AM, Sirius XM satellite radio, 3 months of the Platinum subscription, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and of course it's Alexa compatible. It also has Wi-Fi or 4G connectivity for 2 different devices, so 2 different smartphones. So a really cool system. I'm just going to go ahead and move it into reverse so you can see the backup cameras, hopefully. And so huge screen, nice visibility, path projection, and then this one's been upgraded with the tow 360 view, so you can tap different buttons. That's actually the bed of the truck. Gives you different perspectives for your towing, camper towing, boat towing. So really, really cool camera. You've got a terrain camera as well, and you can see it also tells you if your vehicle's level. So it does a lot of different stuff, and that's all part of that upgraded system. Down here we have automatic temperature control, front driver and front passenger. We have heated seats for front driver, front passenger, ventilated seats, front driver, front passenger, front window defrost, rear window defrost, and we also have heated outside mirrors. So we'll drop all of this down. We're going to go back to auto mode, turn all that off. There's a USB plug here as well. Further down we've got our trailer towing settings. We've got our 360 view camera. You can see it does a perimeter scan real quick, so it's using all those cameras on the outside. Here's our traction control on and off, our 4-ways, our differential lock and unlock. Stop beeping at me. Toyotas beep a lot. Down here, here's our brake controller. And then because this is the TRD, the shifter, oops, turn that off. The shifter is has the TRD logo on it. This is leather wrapped. Get this out of the way. We've got our brake hold. We've got our parking brake here. Wireless charging for your smartphone. You just drop it in there and it charges. Little storage cubby, 2 cup holders. And then as I move over here, there's a couple dials and switches. So we've got our drive mode for eco, normal, and sport. We've got our tow haul mode right there. Also we have multi-terrain select, so we can switch between our sport and our off-road and all of that. In fact, I'll show you here on the dashboard. As I dial through that, it gives you indicators in terms of what modes you're in. Go to multi-terrain select, change out my drive mode, so you can definitely change things around to fit your driving needs. And then also the four-wheel drive switch is down here, so it's just a push button to move from 2 to 4-wheel drive. So take a look at the center console. It's huge, has a lot going on here. More of that charcoal gray trim through here. This is all padded with Soft-Tech fabric. There's a storage cubby here, place to throw your wallet, if you will. There's another one here, way to reach and slide down into the actual armrest. These are both padded. It opens up like this, and then inside here there's a tremendous amount of room. So we've got little slots you can put different things in here, coin holder, and then there's 2 plugs there, so a USB A and a C connector on there as well. And then there's also a lamp right here, so at night when you open this up, it lights up fairly well. This does not lock, by the way. I wish it did for security purposes. Passenger side, the seats laid out the same as we saw on the driver's side. Oh, up here in the A pillars, there's JBL audio speakers. Of course, you have an airbag up there. And then here's your glove box. It is a locking glove box, and you've got all your owner's books in there. One of the things I always forget to mention is right up here, there's a storage compartment, but then there's a 12-volt plug there for your radar detector or your GoPro or what have you. Take a look overhead. We've got dome lights. This is our power window switch for the back window, so that opens and closes that window right there. That's a great feature. Let's see. Sunglass holder, lights. Sorry, I can't reach there, but it is lit up. It's a long ways over. And then these slide in and out. My arms just aren't long enough. And then this does have the projection mirror, so that's actually running off of one of the cameras out back, so you can see it on the screen. You can always go back to the old school. And then you also have garage door openers, home link 1, 2, 3 different home link settings. This is really cool. That's a really great mirror, especially if you have people in the back seat. You can't see through their heads. That actually uses the camera off the back of the cab back there. So there's a lot of features up front on this particular unit. Some of them are part of the TRD off-road package, like the logos and the red buttons and such, but it does come standard with a lot of great features. Let's jump in the back seat. So the back door opens really, really wide, makes it super easy to get in. Nothing really different on the back door than we saw up front, other than an additional speaker here on the door. One speaker up front door, 2 on the back doors. I've got these seats folded forward just to show you. Here's where the JBL subwoofer is behind this seat. There's also a place here you can hang your grocery bags. And there's over on this side, there's a little bit of storage, but your toolkit's down in there as well, and more hooks for grocery bags. So both of these seats can be folded forward to access that. A lot of leg room, a lot of knee room in here, pockets on the backs of both seats, cup holders up here, storage cubby, and then we've got 2 charging ports and the 120 volt back here and a couple of vents. Back seats are not heated and there's no temperature controls back here. Overhead there's some LED lights there. These seats are very, very comfortable. There are 3 seat belts, and then we've got a folding armrest right here with a cup holder as well. So 2 cup holders there, 2 there, and then also the bottle holders down on the door. So plenty of places to put your drinks. Slide that back up. Now this back seat does come up on here to give you more storage. Pop that up. So a lot of storage. It does come with the first aid kit. These are the cleats, the tie-down cleats for back in the trunk back here. And then look at how much storage you have in here. It actually has the Tundra logo stamped in there. There's also some additional storage under that seat as well. So a lot of room under there. This does not lock, so it doesn't give you a secure storage. but definitely can throw your stuff in there. There's no drain plugs in there, so no, you cannot use it for a cooler for your beverages, but the amount of room back here is just awesome. Definitely a 5-passenger vehicle. So that's your interior overview on this new 2024 Tundra Limited Edition TRD Off-Road. Hey, if you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, and then be sure and catch the next video. That's when I'm going to walk around the outside. I'll see you in the next video.